It's dawn, and we are on the next leg of our journey. We spent a week in Connecticut with my family.
Yeah, it was awesome. We checked out pizza places. It was great.
And now we're headed to Gatlinburg, Tennessee to start our real voyage for the whole plan of this trip. Was to go check out Tennessee, maybe find a future there. So follow us on the rest of the journey, and you can like, share, and subscribe, please.
Good morning, everyone. We are back.
Good morning, everybody. Like Oz says, we are back. We've been running around, getting our bearing. We're here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We got here yesterday, late afternoon, early evening, and we are just about to go explore, except it's raining. We're heading out the door, and we will take you with us today, off and on, so you can catch a view of Gatlinburg. It is unbelievably gorgeous for the little we saw. The hills, the buildings nestled in, the windy, hilly roads, and the Smoky Mountains. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. So stay tuned. See you soon.
This is our hotel. It's a nice hotel.
It's beautiful.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Baskins Creek Bypass.
This is Gatlinburg.
This is the most beautiful place we've been. Lancaster was nice, but this is unbelievable. I don't ever want to go home.
So we are a little bummed today because apparently when we got here last night there was a high wind warning alert, and they closed down the roads, so all the beautiful scenic routes. Say that again.
All the state park is closed. So everybody who was up there, the only cars you see are people who didn't get out of there last night who are coming down out of the park. Nothing else.
Yeah, so we can't really drive up to any beautiful spots and take pictures. Hopefully tomorrow it won't be a problem and we'll be able to go up there and take some beautiful pictures. I did snag a few beautiful pictures earlier though. So this is Pigeon Forge, regular town with some attractions for tourists. I think it's ugly. What do you think?
I think it just looks like driving down into Daytona without the beaches.
I completely agree. It looks like Florida without the beaches. Yeah, totally. It's ugly as sin.
I will let you guys know we're missing one of our grains over here. We're missing them all this barley. Had to throw it out. Had some nasties come in it. Had to throw it in the dumpster, but we can get along without it. It looks basically just exactly like the wheat here. Ain't much difference other than just maybe a little bit rounded the way it looks.
Okay.
It looks basically like this. But this is what we use and what we don't use. We don't use no sugar in our mash field, other than just what comes out of our corn here. We'll use 1,660 pounds of corn in each cup. As that corn heats up and then starts cooling off, we'll first put our wheat in. Then when it gets on down just a little bit lower in temperature, we'll throw our malted barley in. Then when it gets down under 100 degrees, we put our yeast in it. In around 3 to 5 days, she'll be ready to put in her still, start making moonshine. It'll average out to right around about 1,000 gallons of mash is what it'll make. And it works out pretty good for us now because we've got a corporate office in town here now, and they've got 2 stills there, 1,000 gallons each, and they can do it in about a day what it'd take me a week to do with a smaller still over here. But
this is more fun.
yeah. But this smaller still right here, this is the still we started our company here with. It's a 250 gallon pot still. And what we like to do is when that mash is ready, we take the mash and pump it right into the still here. Then we'll heat this thing up to around 190 to 200 degrees. What we're looking for is this thing to start making vapor. As that vapor comes off, the vapor will travel right up the top of the steel here, which is the top of the steel. We call that the cape on the steel. That vapor will then turn, go right on up. This will be your cap. Pipe on top coming up and over right here. What we call the steel arm right here. That vapor will then travel right over into here. This right here will be your thumper or your doubler. They call it a thumper because a lot of times right before this thing starts running, if you start hearing it rattling and making noise, it's just letting you know that it's fixing to start making moonshine. They call it a doubler because throughout the day, that vapor is still going in there continuously. So what it's doing, it distills it just a little bit more. Sort of taking some water off of it and trying to up the proof just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little. The vapor will come right out of there, down this pipe, and right into this big barrel right here. This big barrel right here is a big old water barrel. And we've got a continuous flow of water coming into it. And we also have a big copper coil in here, which we call the worm. Well, as that vapor comes into that worm and starts making its way down and around through here, it'll start cooling. And when it does, it just condenses right back to a liquid. And then it'll flow out right here to this pipe right here. With this pipe right here, we call this thing a parrot.
I call it a what?
A parrot. They call it a parrot because it sort of looks like a bird in a little bit of a way. But we have to have one. We can put our hydrometer here in it so we know what proof we're running. And as y'all see, it just fills up, runs out in that barrel, comes out as clear moonshine.
steep.